Hello, it is Foundation. That station then started the Home Shopping Network. So and he sold over $1 billion worth of stuff. So if you turn to the Home Shopping Network, you probably see Bob Circosta at some point. And he said something great and so foundational and so fitting for people that are in sales, and all entrepreneurs and all business owners at our core. We're salespeople. Without sales, there's no cash. Without cash, there's no business. Cash flow is the lifeblood of the business, right? So we know we got to sell. And Bob said, here's something for people that are struggling with selling, having trouble with selling, not happy with your results with selling. You might want to change your mindset from selling to helping. Now I know that sounds like, oh yeah, sure, blah, blah, blah. But think of it this way. And this is how Bob puts it real simply. Selling is something you do to people. I sell something to somebody. Helping is something you do for people. And when you change your mindset, and it reminded me that I've had that mindset my whole life. All the time I've been selling, quote, I've always just felt that I was helping. And so I've never been into the closing techniques and overcoming objections and all that kind of stuff. If people want to buy, they buy. And if they don't, move on and help somebody else. Every time I do a quote sales pitch, a presentation, whatever I do, a consultation, I help somebody. And at the end, if they want more help, well, then they might hire me. They might buy whatever I had. They'll get more help. But in the meantime, they were helped anyway. And I got that from my mom, who was a school teacher. For my whole life, certainly. For her whole career, she was a school teacher. And she really drummed it into my sister and I as kids that we had an obligation, responsibility, that when you learn something, you have an obligation to teach somebody else, to help. That translated into the world of sales. My dad was a salesperson, so I'm that combination of the two, the teaching and the selling, so I teach by helping. So pay attention and take it to heart, the foundational tip today, what Bob Circosta says, the billion-dollar man himself, that selling is something you do to somebody. So it sounds adversarial. Go get them. You know, it's a boxing match. Oh, we go back and forth, and I'm going to overcome objections, and I'm going to close them, and I'm going to get them. And that's selling. You're doing it to somebody. Not nearly as effective, doesn't feel nearly as good, and it doesn't work nearly as well as when you're helping. Helping is something you do for people. So go help more people. Help more people. Educate them about your product, your service, what benefit it would be to them to engage your product or service and to use it, and just help them to find ways that they could solve problems that they have using your product or service. Help them out. If they want further help, they might actually buy your product or service, engage you to help them some more. And at no point do you have to sell. So as Bob says, selling is not about sales. Selling is about helping. Hope you take that to heart. Hope you do it. That'll do it for Foundation Friday. In the couple of minutes we've been on here, nobody has come by to tee off or lay up to the green here on the 13th or tee off at the 14th, which makes sense. If they're not on the green at the 13th, they're not teeing off at the 14th. See, that's how golf works, for those of you not up on the whole thing the way it works. Anyway, that'll do it for Foundation Friday. Thanks everyone watching today. I'll be back tomorrow on Success Story Saturday. And I hope you will join me then. And here comes, groundskeeper coming by. There's some action in the background. That's it from the Innisbrook Golf Resort in sunny Tampa, Florida. Over and out. Bye-bye.